Have your neighbors ever called the cops on you for something ridiculous? My 8-year-old son, Max, spent a week planning his first lemonade stand. He made colorful signs, calculated prices, and practiced making change with his toy cash register. He was so excited to earn money for the new bike he'd been eyeing. Saturday morning, Max set up his little table at the end of our driveway. Nothing fancy, just a folding table, a pitcher of lemonade, and some cups. He even wore a little bow tie because he wanted to look professional. Within an hour, he'd made almost $15 from neighbors and passing cars. That's when Mrs. Peterson from across the street marched over. She's the self-appointed neighborhood watchdog who's lived here for 40 years and reminds everyone of it constantly. "Young man, do you have a permit for this operation?" she demanded, hands on her hips. Max looked at me confused, his excited smile fading. I could see the uncertainty washing over his face. My heart sank. He'd been so proud of himself, talking about nothing else all week. I stepped in, trying to keep my voice light despite the anger bubbling up. "It's just lemonade, Mrs. Peterson. He's raising money for a bike." Max had been saving his allowance for months. Every time we passed the bike shop, he'd press his nose against the glass, pointing at the blue BMX in the window. This lemonade stand was his big idea to close the gap sooner. "Well, this is creating a traffic hazard," she huffed, pointing to a single car that had pulled over. "And I'm quite certain there are health code violations here." I took a deep breath. Max was clutching his pitcher with both hands now, looking up at me with those big brown eyes that always made me want to fix everything. "Look at how careful he's being," I said, gesturing to the setup. "He researched everything." "Not in my neighborhood," she snapped, before storming back to her house. Max's shoulders slumped. "Should I pack up, Dad?" His voice was so small, trying to be brave while his lower lip trembled. He'd spent yesterday making little paper umbrellas for the cups because he thought it looked fancy. "No way, buddy. You're doing great," I assured him, ruffling his hair, but I could see the damage was done. His excitement had deflated. He kept glancing nervously across the street instead of waving at passing cars like before. 10 minutes later, a police cruiser pulled up. Max's face fell completely and he whispered, "Am I in trouble, Dad?" A tear slipped down his cheek before he quickly wiped it away. I put my hand on his shoulder. "No matter what happens, I'm proud of you," I whispered. Officer Rodriguez stepped out, looking slightly embarrassed. "Got a call about an illegal business operation and traffic hazard?" I explained the situation while Max stood frozen, still holding his little pitcher. The officer crouched down to Max's level. "So you're the businessman, huh? How's business today?" Max nervously showed him his money box. "I made $14.75 so far. I'm saving for a blue bike. It has handbrakes and everything." Officer Rodriguez smiled and pulled out his wallet. "In that case, I'll take 2 cups." He handed Max a $5 bill. "Keep the change." The transformation on Max's face was instant, like sunshine breaking through storm clouds. His eyes widened as a tentative smile returned. As he sipped his lemonade, the officer glanced at Mrs. Peterson watching from her window. Then he handed Max a junior police badge sticker. "Official business permit," he winked. "And I don't see any traffic hazards here." Before leaving, he bought another cup for his partner and took a photo with Max for the department's community bulletin. Mrs. Peterson closed her curtains and didn't come out for the rest of the day. Max ended up making $53 that afternoon. His most lucrative customer, the entire afternoon shift of our local police department, who each happened to drive by for lemonade breaks.